Hey everyone, today we're starting to read a new book of the Bible together. We're reading the Old Testament book of Ruth. Now, Ruth is all about how God works in the midst of pain and hardship. And so where we open today in Ruth chapter 1, the author gives us a picture of what the setting is for this book. It says, "In the days when the judges ruled in Israel, a severe famine came upon the land." So if you'll remember, there was this 400-year period of unrest in Israel. They were not ruled over by kings, but God raised up judges in order to keep the people in line, help the people keep in line. But what we see is that the judges were far from perfect, and so were the Israelites. So there was great conflict during these times. But there was also, the author says in the book of Ruth, that there was a famine. So there was a lot of stuff happening in Israel, and this caused a family to move from Bethlehem to Moab. Elimelech, his wife Naomi, and then their two sons travel from Bethlehem to Moab, which is about a 50-mile journey, which would have taken them 7 to 10 days by foot. So they get to Moab, but more hardship comes upon this family. What we see is that Elimelech dies. After that, his two sons get married, but then both of them pass away as well. And so Naomi is left with two daughters-in-law, Ruth and Orpah. Now, after this, Naomi decides that she's going to go back to her homeland of Bethlehem. And she tells her daughters-in-law, she's like, "Look, I know that life is going to be really hard as a young widow, and so I want you to stay here in Moab while I go to Bethlehem." And so Orpah decides to stay in Moab, but Ruth shows her loyalty, and she says that, "No, Naomi, I am going to be with you on this journey." And so in verse 16, we read this, "But Ruth replied, 'Don't ask me to leave you and turn back. Wherever you go, I will go. Wherever you live, I will live. Your people will be my people, and your God will be my God. Wherever you die, I will die, and there I will be buried. May the Lord punish me severely if I allow anything but death to separate us.'" So as I said, this displays Ruth's great loyalty to Naomi. She was willing to leave behind her land, or her homeland, her family, and even her gods. The Moabites worshipped many gods, and the God of Israel was the one God that Naomi worshipped. And so they go on this journey, again, the 7 to 10 day journey, and they get to Bethlehem, and everyone is excited to see Naomi again. And she tells them in verse 20, she says, "Don't call me Naomi," she responded. "Instead, call me Mara, for the Almighty has made life very bitter for me. I went away full, but the Lord has brought me home empty. Why call me Naomi when the Lord has caused me to suffer, and the Almighty has sent such a tragedy upon me?" So Naomi is wounded. She is hurt. Now the difference between the two names, Naomi meant pleasant. Mara meant bitter. So she's noting this difference in her own demeanor with everything that has happened to her in this period of time. But she's come back to her homeland seeking God. And just wait to see how God is going to redeem her brokenness, to redeem the hurt that she has experienced. And that's what I said at the beginning, that the book of Ruth is all about. God working in the midst of pain, in the midst of hardship, and we're going to see God bring about beauty from ashes. And so get ready. Stay tuned for the rest of the story, because it's going to be incredible. And I just want to leave you with this, that God can bring beauty from ashes. Remember that for your life too. I will see you next time. Thanks for joining us today. I hope you have a great rest of your day.
If these devotional videos are helpful to you, subscribe to our channel and click the notification button so you know when we post a new video. And of course, please share them with others.